we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here we go.
They start the drive with Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
2nd down and 6 now. On the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Williams again, and this time he will get in. Touchdown Raiders. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down.
You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
This is taken at about the 14. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On play action, Fields. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
In motion left, Bateman. 6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Bills at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 1. Fields. It's complete to Diggs. And Diggs will have a Bills 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 20.
I
like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Fighting him off. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Fields now to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
The kicker on for the point after.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Back to throw. Fields.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. A fair catch will move this out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Off play action, Fields. That's going deep for Bateman.
And that's caught inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open. And that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. Calls the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A 40-yard punt, 5
yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And the Raiders have got him. Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Fields. That'll be complete to Cook. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now Fields. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Fields throwing again. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And a short pickup to about the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 6. Back to throw here. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part at galloping the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge, 68 yards. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They give it to Williams, running right. They find some open field here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point up and good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now it's Fields. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They run the counter with Cook.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
On play action, Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is brought in at the 21. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion.
And got his man complete.
Down the sideline he goes, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great effort there. 79 yards.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. He's got Cook running the slant. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap. Fields. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Fields. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
What just happened? Seriously, why can't we score? Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again. Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready?
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. And he will score.
This shit, man. This play, fuck.
A big play there.
Yo, good play.
And the Raiders are closing in on a 4-1 start.
I mean,
as they
panic
extend
mode.
their 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, It actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw is Fields.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
In motion left, Bateman. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
All right, fellas. 1 more time.
3rd and 8. Here's Fields.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Hodgins in motion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Point after, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun, here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game.
But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back to throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll find Eskridge here complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hurd.
He was running the score up on me because, man, I was horrible today. Good game, bro. I'm going to remember this. Man, that was my pick. Good game, sir. I'll see you next time.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Man, that was pick all day. What the hell?
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And one last throw here for Fields. That's out quickly to Bateman. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to
Game, bro.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best. I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Las Vegas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
That's your daughter.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Look, I have 471 yards passing. 3 touchdowns, but he threw.
Take a day off next week.
Me? Huh? Probably impossible. Because one, you need to go to DDSI, do software upgrade. Bigger than that is got a laser head to replace. Maybe with Kamada or Daniel, one or the other at Dynamic. What's that? What? Yeah, I know.
And I told her I would have friends. And bring her back home before Unitron comes home.
But she's off?
Unitron's finger is missing.
Why St. O's off this week?
He said he has the vacation that he needs to work.
Oh, really?
So he said he's going to take a week. Or maybe he takes 2 weeks at a time. But,
No, he's off this next week.
so, oh, okay, I don't want to, you know.
Man, guess what else?
From town, but he was maybe he didn't but I mean, maybe people can take a day off to get our friends together.
Guess what else? My car be smoking like man.
My peers get upstaged, the fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming, his people are oppressed, and I'm things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.